Happy Thankful Thursday. How's everybody doing out there? Little AC/DC to get us going today. Hope everybody is doing truly magically. Fernando, you out there, brother?
I am out here. What is hello team and hello Mr. Callaghan.
So on this Thankful Thursday, brother, what are you thankful for starting this day?
What I'm thankful for on this Thankful Thursday, I'm thankful for the macro distinctions. I was thinking about micro distinctions the other day, and the availability of macro distinctions became available when we have a container in which to put in our micro distinctions of our process mastery. So today on this Thankful Thursday, I'm grateful for the macro distinctions, those one big decisions that make a trajectory of a difference. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to have that language, know this formula, know you, be exposed, have this opportunity. So I am thankful for macro distinctions today.
Awesome. All right. So here's what I'm thankful for. I am thankful for the awareness of how much people need to love themselves more, and how culturally we grow up in a world that we are taught to be incredibly selfless and giving. I certainly was, right? And we're taught to not share the things that we're great at, the things that make us who we are. And it's like beaten out of us. And at a certain point in time, this is at least my reality. And it probably for me is like somewhere around a time of puberty. And I don't want to get into like, you know, all the complex dynamics of exactly when it is, but I coach kids sports. And when I coach kids sports, there was like this transitional time frame somewhere, or, you know, around that, like 11, 12, 13, when the kids were like, you know, parents were like very loving and very kind and supportive. Now some weren't. Like I saw crazy things happen when kids were like 6, 7, 8 years old as well, you know, parents. But somewhere in that time frame, it went from like, our like this immense amount of love and presence and kindness to something shifting. And I am incredibly certain that that dynamic has an impact on us. And I remember when I was coaching 5th and 6th graders, and how they would come to games in teams. And this may not be exactly the same for where you're growing up. If it wasn't 5th and 6th graders, make it 3rd and 4th graders. And it'd be like, you guys ready to go? They'd be like, yes, yeah, woo, yeah, let's go. Like going crazy. And I remember when I was 23, because during law school, I coached 7th and 8th grade football. And I remember that the 7th and 8th graders were incredibly different than the 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th graders. And their demonstration of their exuberance, their excitement, their energy was muted in tremendous ways. And there was such a desire to fit in. I'll use the word to be perceived as like cool and acceptable, and their behaviors changed. So we could dissect that for like the next 3 months of what are all the causes: parents shifting, them growing up, fears of fears of their parents, conditioning of teachers, potential, pregnancies, like who knows, all of the fears and dynamics of loss of connection and them not listening anymore as hormones change, whatever all these things are, right? Or it has nothing to do with any of that. I'll even go with that. I don't think so, but for the purpose of today, something happens in our life somewhere along the continuum. For some, it starts even earlier, where there's emotional abuse, physical abuse, my God, even sexual abuse, that something occurs for people, that this connection and self-love is disrupted. So in this Thankful Thursday, so we just get our day started, I want to put out the like, what would it look like if you, not to the suppression of others, but 10x your self-love. 10x your self-love. And let's start with this, and let's start in the chat. What do you love about yourself? Not what do you like about yourself, not what are you proud about yourself, like straight up, what do you love about yourself? What do you love about yourself? In your heart, in your soul, they're like, yeah, you know what? Like, I love this about myself. And I offer you the opportunity. I challenge you I dare you to say it out loud. Like say out loud, yeah, you know, what I love about myself is dot dot dot. And please support the ecosystem and throw that in the chat. Because if we don't love ourselves, the ripple effects in our self, influence, process, mastery are massive. And for all of us, like we live in a world of judgment and blame and condemnation. And we're so in tune with like Democrats and Republicans and media, like vilifying people and you know, a friend gossiping about a friend and a family member saying, Susie didn't bring a cake to the thing. Just see, she ate the last piece of like pizza. And could you believe that? And they didn't try to pick up the check. And we're so conditioned to be aware that, oh my God, that's going to happen to me. That's happening to me. What does everybody think of me? I don't want that said about me. I don't want somebody saying like I didn't do the right thing or I wasn't nice. Or we go to the flip side. It's like F people. I hate people. I can't deal with people. But all of it's rooted in this dynamic of like love, blame, judgment, condemnation, resentment, anger, fear, like all fear. So with that said, Fernando, we got any things pop in the chat about what people love about themselves? Are you able to check the chat or no?
I am. So the chat is popping. Let me see. I love that I'm evolving always. We have Beth. We have Ronnie. I love my love of people. I love helping and serving and sharing.
Well, first of all, thank you, Beth and Ronnie, for contributing and sharing. Thank you for the courage and vulnerability. Yes, Fernando.
Thank you. We have Karen. I love how deeply I love people.
Yeah. We have. Let's go each one. Love how deeply I love people. Like what an awesome thing. Yes.
We have Rich Levine. I coach 4 sports and sometimes 2 teams at a time, 20 years. I love helping people, and I guess that's part of what I love about myself. I love to help people.
Yeah. Well, how about this? Ready? And watch this distinction, Rich. And you said it. You're like, I guess that's what I love about myself. How about I love, like I'm Rich, and I love that I love helping people. I love that I'm a person who loves helping people. I love that about myself. Like not like what you love doing, right? And giving, what you love giving, what you love about yourself. And that's there, but I want to really anchor on sometimes it's hard to say what we love about ourselves. Fernando.
Hala Jaludi. My caring, my urgency, my determination, and compassion.
Yeah. And notice though how I didn't say what I love about myself is, because sometimes those words are a little challenging to find. So Hal, maybe repost that and be, I love, what I love about myself is my caring, my urgency, my dot, dot, dot. Like just rephrasing it, like feel the energy differential of saying out loud, like what I love about myself is, what I love about myself is dot, dot, dot. Like feel the energy, say the words and feel the energy on this Thankful Thursday. Feel the gratitude and love you have for yourself. And let's shift it. What I'm grateful for about myself is. What I'm grateful for about myself is. What I love about myself is. What I'm grateful about myself, grateful for about myself is. So anything else out there, Fernando?
Yes. We have Daryl Siegel. What I love about myself is my smile and my ability to make others smile.
Awesome, Daryl. Love that, brother. Or
Orlando de los Santos. What I love about myself. Oh, sorry, this chat is popping. What I love about myself is my kindness, my charisma, and my optimism.
Yeah. Feel the energy of that. Like feel it. Keep feeding into that energy to start the day. Like I'm grateful for, what I'm grateful for about myself, what I love about myself. And there could be more. Like put that into the chat. Put that out there, out of your mouth, in the space you're in. Like fill the energy around you with that love and gratitude. I feel it, Fernando. Like, and I don't say it if it's not there. Like breathe in, breathe into it, and do you feel the energy of this, or you do not?
I do feel the energy of it. I was feeling it a few seconds before you thought about it. That's what's running through my mind.
Yeah, like what that feels like, and then how do you vibrate and show up differently in your day today if you're loving yourself and you're not like in your head and thinking about like, oh my God, like I'm late, and oh my God, like I got to deal with this person, I have to do this. Like instead you're just like, you're loving yourself, that you know that you're already enough, that as you are perfectly imperfect. Like right now, you're perfectly in your heart. Like you're perfectly imperfect. And like the things that you do are just funny. Like you have idiosyncrasies that are like just like what you do. It's amazing. And you can shift some of these things or not. And it's all completely okay. Everything that you do. And Fernando, what do you love about yourself?
What I love about myself, what I love about myself is my desire to communicate with humanity, and my ability to be and see from multiple points of views.
Awesome. Well, I love that about you too, Fernando. That's awesome, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah. And what I love about myself, um, I love how fun I am. I love how much I love to have fun. I love how much I like to feel like Willy Wonka and just creating dynamics that are unexpected, that are magical and are beautiful and fun. Like I love the fact that I go in the ocean and I surf if I have like a 15-minute window and how much fun that is. And I love being in the ocean when nobody's in it because it's too cold. And I love how it feels to be like, I'm just not going to let anything stop me from doing the things that I love, the things that are good and higher vibrational. Like I love that about me, that I stand for in the world, that people can be themselves, that I don't believe there's anything that's actually cool or not. I love that I love Star Wars and I'll talk about it. I love that I'm massively, insanely in love with believing in things and having faith. I love all of these aspects of myself. And there's areas that I want to grow in, but it doesn't make me not stop loving myself. So, any other things in the chat there, Fernando?
Let's take a peek. Daryl, you are all a gift to the world. We have Daryl again. I love being a heart theater director. And my apologies if I say this incorrectly and for the background noise. Andrania, I'm grateful for God, family, friends, love, health, blessing, peace, and laughter. Back to you, Sean.
Amazing. What I love about you, all of you, is that you know that being around positive vibrational energy is a thing. You know that there's truth here. You know that there's love here. You know that there's possibility, that there's massive amounts of magic that is present here and inside of you. And we share that in common. And in this Thankful Thursday, nothing more needs to be said. Have a beautiful day. Ask yourself, how often can I connect with loving myself today, loving others unconditionally, and having nothing disrupt my own self-love or my love for other people? And even if there's things that happen that I disagree with, that come up in my space, how can I continue to love myself and love other people and appropriately confront and deal with anything I have to deal with? There is no failure. There is no rejection. We don't have to have any part of others' judgment impact how we love ourselves. And we can honor their perspectives and their opinions and points of view, even if we think they're totally off, not true, and even if we think they're lying. We can still love ourselves, love them, and address and deal with anything we feel appropriate to do. Have a beautiful, unbelievable day of self-love and giving love to others, of fun, of laughter, of magic throughout the day. And watch what happens when you talk to people from that place. And to be in that place, and when we're in that place, we are free of our fears of failure and rejection. Have a beautiful and unbelievable day. Love you guys.